I'm Penny Muse Abernathy, Night Chair in Journalism and Digital Media Economics at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. I had worked with everything from print to broadcast to online. When you're in a professional school, it's important to keep a balance between the theoretical and the applied, and it's all about teaching with impact, research with impact, and so having been out in the world and done it on both sides, it's one of those things which the news industry struggles with how you develop business models. I've been there, I've done that, but I've also learned that you've got to continually learn and stay on top of things. So being back in the academic environment allows me to have the luxury of exploring some things that I probably would have learned about later, but being in the vanguard of it for my students and for the profession going forward. So my thought was, how do you then begin to plant the seeds of renewal during this time when most people are just feeling the destruction of business models? So my emphasis has been on creating new business models and focus very specifically not on the national newspapers where I have a good deal of experience, having worked at the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, and the like, but more specifically on the state and regional newspapers and on the community newspapers, because they're going to have to play an even more important role going forward in producing that kind of public affairs, context, accountability, journalism, and informing and engaging communities. So where I have been very focused for the last 2 years is on helping very small community news organizations get through this terrible period of what we call creative destruction and focus not so much on here's the destruction and how do I accommodate the destruction, but where do I begin to reallocate my resources to make sure I make the digital transition successfully, because as I said, it's very important that these newspapers continue to be the primary provider of this kind of public affairs reporting and accountability journalism from the lowest level all the way up to the state and regional level.